Yeah, we're recording. I think this is the finale. I don't really know. But yeah, right to left. It's not good. Left to right. Yeah, but this is how my mind works. Got a little bit more interference here. They're doing up the sidewalk. Oh, I've got a burr in my foot. A bit self-conscious because I don't want to talk. Yeah, but anyway, the memories have been in my head this morning of when, even prior to my stay in Axe Care, where I was venturing around the countryside, and I, came to a Missy Higgins concert, and she was up the stairs to the right, sitting on a I don't know what you call it, a sofa, a square sofa. So I had all those memories in my head. While oil controlling, it was on the opposite side. Yeah, but I ended up purchasing tickets off a guy who'd bought 4, and his daughter and son-in-law couldn't come. So he was trying to hop the tickets, and I ended up buying one of them. And I was up in the upper section of the auditorium or the theatre, and look at this handshake. I'm gonna fucking stand right here, white and black or white and brown. Yeah, I bought the fucking tickets, and I ended up going up and seated myself next to this couple. There was a spare seat between us. And there was also some individuals, a guy and either his partner or a girl he was taking out on a date. And the woman said something to me, and I tried to quip something back that I thought was funny, but he personalised it like I was trying to get onto her or something along those fucking lines, and he gave me some filthy fucking looks. But anyway, it was just a reflexive thing, trying to be funny. They personalised, he certainly personalised. She was a little affronted. I can't even recall what I fucking said, but I ended up seating myself up the back even further away from them, because of the fear and anxiety that I was experiencing. The first act come on, he did all that tempo stuff, and when the interval came on, I went down the front or to the front of the theatre, and I was going to purchase a CD, but I thought it was the music of what he'd done in this particular theatre, or in this particular performance. And he ended up saying, if you really like this, if you like what I've done in there, you'll like my CD. So I ended up paying $20 for it. But I remember as he was introducing himself, he said something about, seeing the major, like he was psychic or something along those lines, and the cunt had a melon head on him, and you know, I was tripping, thinking about an army officer, a retired army officer out at fucking Oki, and, you know, whether he was in the know, and, you know, all kinds of bizarre shit. But, you know, I was also thinking that this could be, you know, I also felt that at the time that was a finale of some kind. You know, Missy Higgins, she was in Melbourne when I was down there and first began hearing voices. You know, it was only last week that I realised, you know, that chat room that I used to go into of Julian Assange's, you know, may have brought some unwarranted attention upon myself, and the fact that I started to experience thought insertion. At the time I was freelancing shearing, and I worked with a Christian fella, and you know, I met, he was a farmer, and then you had the porn star, and then the individual whom I met at the South Australian, or the Australian Convention held in Adelaide. You know, they were 3 clones, you know, so, you know, it's full on. You know, and now I'm going to take you to where I saw an individual who I got the impression was, may have been that guy saved by the guy that won the Purple Heart from the Australian Army. I'm not sure, it's not Ben, it's the other fella that has still got all that trauma suppressed or repressed. He did back then, so or a few months, years ago. Don't remember. That's how scattered my memories are. I get fleeting inflections of thought and memory, and none of it is conducive to you know, being able to establish fluid conversation in along a continuum that's, you know, organised and stuff like that. Usually if I'm with someone else, I'll let them lead all the time, you know, because you know, I distance myself from, you know, what my libido throws up at me in regards to memories, you know, of recent events, you know. So no, what am I talking? 7 fucking minutes. It's going to take too long to upload, so I'm going to end it here and upload it and go down to where I saw that Afghanistani fella, you know, that may be in a process as well. Cheers.